Welcome students to another class of computers. So today we are going to do practicals in MS Excel. This is just a practical class. So before starting a class, here you can see this is the view of Excel. Okay, so how you are going to open it? Just go on search tab and type Microsoft Excel, and when you click on Microsoft Excel, you will find this type of window. Okay, just consider Microsoft Excel similar to your book. In your book, you will find one pages. Okay, so those pages are equivalent to sheets here. Here you can see this is sheet 1, this is sheet 2, this is sheet 3, and similarly you can add with this option more sheets in this Excel. So these single sheets are similar to pages, and this whole Excel work, it is stored as a workbook. Okay, so here you will find name is book 1. This is the default name, that is automatic name. If you want to change this name, then you can just go to file and click on save. Here you can give a name, whatever name you want to give to your file, you can give name here. In place of book 1, you can write a name that practical we are doing, you can write practical or any other thing, you can give it as a name. Okay, and click on save. So here you can find on the top the name is changed now. Okay, so this whole thing is known as workbook, and these simple one sheet is known as sheets. Okay, so these are similar to pages, and this whole thing is considered as a similar to book, you can say. Okay, so let's start. So what we are doing is this spreadsheet, it is a combination of rows and columns. So here you can see that 1 2 3 4, these are the rows means these vertical thing, horizontal things. Okay, horizontal. Okay, and this A B C D, the E F G H, they are the columns. So columns are vertical. So this spreadsheet is a combination of horizontal columns and vertical rows. You will find here lot of rows are there. So see, if I will go down, so these you can see this rows are increasing 40 6 70. These are the rows, and if you will go from left to right, you will find the columns, these B C D, and it will go to Z, and then after Z again it will start as a AA, AB, AC, like this, and then when it is AZ, then again it will start as BA, in this way. So lot of columns and lots of rows can be stored in Excel. So we are just going to the top row and top column. So this is known as name box. Here we can write the address of a cell. So address of a cell starts with a column name and then row name. So I want to go on A1, so I just press A1 and then click on enter. So I am in a A1 place. Okay, now I am telling you what we are doing is we are doing a practical that is given in Kip's book, page number 37. That is, we are making a dance class table. Okay, so I am just merging these 3-4 columns. For merging them, just select these columns and click on merge and center, and here I am just giving a name to this table as dance class. Okay, just make this like, write this in this way, dance class. Now I want to change the color of this, so just select this and then give it a red color. You can give any other color also, so it will be coming in that color. Okay, and if you want to increase the font size, just click on this option, it will increase the size of this font. Clear? Now I am making a table with 3 columns. So I am doing this work in center. You can also do in this way. Okay, this particular box is known as cell. Okay, so in this cell, if you want to write the column heading, so I am writing dance form. Okay, so write dance form. Okay, now you can see this form is going out of the cell. So if I want to increase the size of my column, then I just click here and just drag and drop this to the right hand side, so your column size will be increased. Now it is coming in that particular cell. This column is also short, so first I am making it large, and then I will write the further columns. Okay, so see here, second column I will write number of students. So just write number of students. I am taking a small example. You can take a large number of data in this. That is up to you. Okay. And third, I am taking the fees per student. Okay. Now after this, you want these columns names to be bold. So just select these three and then just go here and make it bold. So now they are appearing in a bold form. Now in this you can see that this is not in center. So what I can do is I just again click merge and center. So it is unmerge these cell. I just want this dance class on these three columns. So I just select these three columns and then again I am pressing merge and center. So it will be in the center of these particular three columns. Okay. Now I want to give a lines to this. Okay. So for that I can select 3 or 4 lines and then I am just giving it a border means lines. So just go on this option and click on all borders. So now you will find the lines here. Okay, so that is with this option. Okay, now I am writing some values in this table. So first dance form is classical. Okay, and second is hip hop, hip dash hop. Next is contemporary, contemporary. Okay, and next dance form is salsa. I am having these dance form. Again you can see that this column is going out from this cell. So just drag and make it large. Okay, so this is about this. Now you can see here all the data automatically appears in the left hand side. So if you want all the data to be centered, just select the rows particular things and then go on this center. Now everything will appear in the center. Now I am writing the number of students here 25, then in this 15, then 20, and here in salsa I am writing 40 students. Okay, and fee I am writing here 500, then for this 1000, then for this contemporary 1500, and then for salsa it is 2000. Okay, so this is the fee structure. Now what I want is here is I want the total of number of students and fees per student. For that I am writing here total. Okay, and make it bold so that we can recognize that this is the total column from here. And now if you want the sum of this thing, just press is equal to and then click on write sum sum bracket, and then you can select these values. It will appears as a range, these to this value, and then close bracket and press enter. Now you will find this is the sum of these rows, that is 100. Similarly here also you can apply the sum formula is equal to sum sum. It will come here. You can select from here also and then select this range from here to here and then close bracket and press sum. So in this way you can write the formula sum, product, and other formulas that are given in your book. So we have made this table. Now I want to make a chart of this table. So for making a chart I have to select the data. So just select these data and just go to insert tab. From insert tab we can select the type of the chart. So here you will find the option charts. So just go on column chart. If you want to make a column chart, then go on column chart. If you want to make a line chart, then go on line, pie, bar, area, scattered, and other charts. Okay, so we are going to make a 2D column chart. Just click on that, and here you can see that this is for classical number of students. This is the name of the dance that appears on the x-axis, and this is the fees per student that appears on the y-axis, and these are the number of students that are coming here. So blue means the number of students, so this blue is very small here, and fee per student, that is very large. You can select two columns also for if you want to make a chart. So just delete this, select it and delete it. So this chart is deleted. If you want to select two columns, if you want to make a chart of these two rows, just select that and just click on the insert tab and make a chart. So like this this is showing the classical, hip hop, contemporary, salsa, and these are the scales. So it is showing the number of students. Now when you make a chart, you will find that two new tabs appear. These are the tabs. Okay, so this design, layout and format, these are the new tabs that you will find. I am again deleting it so that you can observe. Now see here, only these are the tabs that are present here, but as soon as you will make a chart, you will find, wait, again I'm inserting a chart. Just go here and go on insert and column chart. So you will find that design, layout and format, three tabs appears when we form a chart. If you want to change the color of this chart, then you can select any other color, it will appears in that color. Okay, so this is with two columns we have selected. If you want to make for three columns, just select these three columns and then form that chart. So in this way you can form a chart. Okay, so this is about forming a chart from the table. Okay, so just try this as a small practical so that you can come to know that how to apply simple sum formula with a chart thing. And if you want to convert this chart into some another form, then just go to format tab or just layout tab and go to here chart design. This title you can give center and overlay. Like this you can give a chart name, that dance class or whatever you want to give, dance class. Okay, you can change the color of this, etc. And if you want to change the type of the chart, just go here and select the line chart. If you want to make a line chart, just click here. It will comes in a line chart form with different color. Whatever color you want to give, it is in a line chart form. If you want to change it in a pie chart form, then just go and select the pie chart. This is a pie chart. Click here and okay, it will appear in a pie chart form. So it is up to you which type of chart you want to make. So like this you can make a chart. Dance class you can change. So here, from here you can do the settings, colors and this align. We are going to calculate simple interest that you do in mathematics. For doing simple interest, calculation of simple interest, first we have to write the principal amount. So here I am writing principal. Okay, and after that we are writing rate, that is rate of interest, and then we will write time, that is time in years. Okay, after this now see this time in years, it is going outside this cell. So if without making it broad, what we can do is we can do the wrap text. That means it will fix this text in this cell, particular cell. Okay, so like this. And then after this now here I am calculating the simple interest. Simple interest. Okay, again we are using rep text. So just click here and click on rep text. So it will calculate, it will fix it in this cell only. Here you can see it is bold. So if you don't want it in bold, just click it here, and in simple interest we want to make it bold, just make it bold. And we want to apply here the borders. So just click it here and then apply all borders. Okay, after doing this, now we will fill the values of principal. That you will find this example on page number 17 of your book. Okay, just write the value. So here I am writing 4500, and then rate of interest I am writing 5, that is given in book, and number of year I am writing 3. Okay, now you can see here this in years it is not looking proper, so just I am just dragging it little bit. Okay, so now it is in a proper format. Okay, you just drag and pull like this. Okay, now in this cell I am just calculating the simple interest. For calculating simple interest, you should know the formula. So formula for calculating simple interest is equal to P and then multiplication symbol. So we are using the addresses. This is principal amount and we are using its address. P into R into T. Just select the cells and divide it by 100. Why we are choosing this cell? If we are changing the value, the formula will automatically calculate the simple interest for those particular values. Okay, just press enter after this. So this is the answer, and this formula is known as compound formula because in this we are using multiplication as well as division. Okay, I think this is clear. So now what we are doing is, in this we are calculating the maximum value. So just write max here, and we are calculating the maximum value for this range. So just write and click on max and select the range bracket and select this range. After selecting this range, just put bracket close and enter. So 40 is the maximum value. Now we are calculating the min value. So just write min and then again is equal to, with is equal to we starts the formula, and then write min. After min, put bracket and then select the range, and then again close the bracket and put enter. So this is the minimum value. In the same way you can calculate the average also. So just write average, and we are calculating the average is equal to, select average from this, just write AV and select average, and then select the range out of this and close bracket and enter. So in this way you can calculate the average also. If you want to apply border to this, just select all and put border from this. Okay, you can also make colorful filling here. Just click here, and if you want the background to be highlighted, just click on the colors, whatever color you want to give. Just this is the highlighted color for this, and if you want to give some color to this, just select some light color so that text will be visible. Okay, and here also you can put some different type of color. So just choose color of your choice and just fill it. So in this way you can make your spreadsheet attractive. So this is one sheet. If you want to rename this sheet, then I can rename it with the chart and other thing. Okay, chart and formula, whatever name you want to give, you can give to your sheet. Okay, so this is all about this practical. If you are having any doubts and query, just feel free to ask. Thank you, students.